So penny day, some penny a futu some. Already you know cosuna be seven. So penny day, some penny a futu some. Already you know cosuna be seven. Be seven station papa. Be seven bonum mawati asia. Hey and some bango. Be seven.
No me no apemu pepe Asomdwee Nkomo. Last time I checked reported cases no, and some are now real COVID-19 yadiakopie ayasabia hudromu for no. I have 541. Not just say I think the guy watch out yatra watch out no yatra watch out no. I am Ejabusiawo Shadia say ya ka say enipa 836 and with the last time I know can COVID enipa from there 823 13 and ababa kan ho na watching them enya sem papa sawo yen active cases no last week na na 44444 and there were 5524 active cases. New cases about 541. Edia kind of COVID I report to our Sabia. I have 104,330 Ghana has said. Omo would say you are my few more no, and I 97,970. Omo would say you are Kumomo, I 836. New cases I have 541. Total active cases. O the na show one quarter say no kwaka ho. I have 5,524. I don't see and I'm a cost so stress me power chow. Miss Row. Show mask no way. won kwa ehu hia wapomuden hu hia enim before na me ehu say yare ne ba utra nya yi a e chirechiri sanso kro ehu sina yare no am ehia se me no nyina yare ye ho ana ye de no to nchen a kai say covid ya be ma ya brabo nyina abo breaker na sa abo ye pause eni ejina faako ye nkoye nim ene bibia ye se covid obi na enya na dwuma yi a ye se covid we na ye say ye se covid eti am otofo free so kontam a ene beboa ye sen ka wo share mask na ka wan fa yare ya ansai bra ka wan fa ansai sister ka wan fa ansai wo fiefo e chawara ene be pawo she wo de she mask no enkan ka bra wo kodom mo wo tiesie fie nko ade a bomoden na ye ne sa me da si o so watie me Ohima Messi ne na yete won set a healer beyond the veil experience a weekend year yi it's a very time of so ankasa time of so beyond the veil Tahila 2021 yi get the fight of one aboa fon kaye ni nyina sisima Tahila ejina brane na eba so life and color team Ohima Messi and they say wo share billboard ne so na share flyer na wo Ohima Messi nankasa wo emoji Sisi Chum, Obapa Christie, Uncle So, Francis Amokra, the Onoka, only say, or no Francis, the Ojinamu all day, all night. And you name Tahila 2021 experience beyond the veil. A radical Sanya Baba Sayi, they who see a tum, I'm a home by a hustle. May I see you? May we piece of freaking a farm or young air stop on our one in the cup. You are this way chocolate drink, you here come on. And he's with you. Yeah, Kwaba. Na ye manom ane boni aba ebitrim ane kwanya me no nyina be fa so e be sa no Nkomo no aya hya ase no enne ye be bie telephone line natum ene before church o madwen ya check Buster live ni ade kakra e wo say to aso free ha say ya won so be bambi eti ye koba ye be activate telephone lines no na fe ye de ka ho ni nyina ato na me na asembra se ya
Peace FM. Said you obetimi a check na farmer APC nsonti. Anu wa ye ne sa akoma.
Uti paiwa fucking na farmer akuma APC.
Kaka hawa
akuma APC. Sisiare, wa posunu no mpemu na ye oya. Fever ana wona me ya. Emu bia kina farmer akuma APC ebe ye firi ho. Nemum na anu achi na enkoy dia ko hu doctor kina farmer akuma APC. Eyema obia ye wodi emfiedunsia 16 years dekro.
Catch it. If you're right,
maybe I don't hear
and that's be
if you are with you, but me, my mouth rent to say.
If you're right, for the Ghana city.
If you are come back to 8 Ghana cities.
Hey,
son is Mabu said, if you are between better Mumpumo, and with their costume. Now, this way to getting the dead abbey. Someone my Chan when you that bay and I will crowd better too. What to make us say be a few of our shebra. I mean, you should become anomoda. I just fear us at your wood, your boat. If you're afraid you would to your knee, if you're afraid you would say, this way chocolate drink for full you swa a good jomi yet and as if 1 year I got to a chat team on my
if you're a wood ya bro adden
now this was a good drink no sugar and num sugar wom and then once one was so here and you hear any so here now and opabia me share so shegu kapom de be fa manim ho ehwe say bia mo ba frame ate this way sachet ba kumpo egu mo atwati amama no no mo bi da if you're as dey ye nye
if you're beni fufu valanda so a wodi buwe ye say ya umuna wodi kutukum ye koto this way chocolate drink so a if you're in your debut
sir we shall see
achuya yabre ye beko
FG aji ejedi nkratoi atum
Peace FM
nana yawo emonyam obi bekan say wahun adekro wahun dibakro wahun de obeto say din yi ene ye ba no nyame de afia kan afie hu eti ni gina ne maame penin DSP Juliana Obin ene ne auntie say wo pizza ton ase ni fibia mu nyina na mu yema wo trin kwamo a woda pa Sigismond nana yaw elmunyam Obin ene erade de afia ka won fie ho etu maame DSP Juliana Obin ene abusuamu ni nyina auntie nana ya kosia support grandma ne obi ama trin kwa yesa nyakopon ho nhira ene de emma ene Joel Osafo Ochire wonso na yawa woda wo UK wedding fie du 9 ne etu papa Mr Abraham Ochire ne abusuamu ni nyina ama otrin kwa ma woda pa osese nyankopon hyira wo na wanye wakoma so ade nyina emfa ema wo wodi wa woda anasa anniversary bi anso ma otrin kwa de yesema o Nyankopon ni shana nra aso a birthday enti aso se mautin kwa wa wo de bia wo de bia ye mautin kwa yesa Nyankopon ho nhira ene de ma wo okay awusa afa ye ba ye Nkomo eso bensa na wo cheka krentem ni ye di Nkomo de fa ye ma no ene bone asese aba wo mu bi etimu eye no kra eye bebeleka e wo chira konkrum mu se enna ye di akire no emma be ya asomdenfo eno de wo free mu a enye yeda eye no kra trodo na so ba bi akeka kro no e wo bible mu so be ya asomdenfo na so be yi ne de free mu scriptures na fa ba bi so ka se nyame be yi ne ma e de free o how bia mu even though you were born in Yasimoboni adoso, who about time over your day and our back. Why you know the new free how you move. Over your day and away you know. Every how ye emu. And come on, ye baby di and ne. And no. A dear now obey yes so bad time. I would be you ba a free ne how. And now bonny emu. So shall ye break a cry first, ye this uncle, where Ben are watching you look on a mere son. And tem near no. You first year this Nkomo. A free bride is shall say this Nkomo. One say, and yema ni wawai. And yema any wawai. Now what you chairman any Goliath and a sheer year and near bright appear. Ama what chair can it be said in a bosta braboni city? Ama a nay wabedane or bedane or how could there fiasse and penson. Fayan right now so won ko bi no kro na ye na dwen so won ko bi nya system no na chain aso ye o ye se won ko bi ye bia esan se na no asem bi ana fato ho nti e ma prison ni wrenho na ye pa dance asem no mu dance nti enema no ye ma ne ye no ye na ye de bi ye asua de ye live for Facebook ni so eti sabredin kanya woni ye hia wo ye Nkomo eso a ukoye Facebook page ne so Peace 104.3 FM and Peace FM online na enema ankwada ne bi eye ubehu encheye na akwada be mfienso kodu e video pie ye a watimi ekwohwere obi wo ye nya ikada efise enka we de enkanya normal very very abnormal as you say end time tie mfa ne sa oba beyede no nkosa atebia no wosodie ne sen enfienson ba abemu atimi ehwiri wall ewura obi fie na wanwura fie ho keke atoa asufri fie ho efa mpoma echi ekokotu ceiling babia ewo edan no ene so bo na wie ye ho okowai ceiling etimi fa ceiling num chese wo fa ceiling mufa enua ne so say ye steel trousers so say ye enua ne de ebo dan so ansa ne de nchanse ni kruso pop ni mu ana plywood wom etimi hwiri si mu na wo de wo free dan ne sro tiasi form kra kokro no bon enyo aso akra ne wura mu koi akofa de okofa sa akofa ankwa mu na mkra ka ho akola be koso ayokola ene ye de chi no ehun video eni anoti kokoda encheye ana ye mba no ase ye kase ye omo ka so omo da so gina atemu anim se omo de ade kobo obi ba etirimu kun no adani a omo de kwaji skedru said so that ombe the youngest people ombe driving range ya hwe afefe de huhubra na wonya adwuma ensem fifire ube range adem eni omo ye adwuma den omom do ma dwene ye adwuma pa a wo mu twi bicycle ene ayi abobo ya om de omonye den ene no ho asem ye ka ye nka nwiye na no me ma so sa gang rape fufuro ehihye ye ho ne tanti entimi mpie edurumre bia na abatan bebo akra ma ya twen kwada no edi o ma fi o ha no ya sekire o ma mo ho se de o ye enye bone fosam ye twen osoma ne ye yie na etokoso ebe ha dwen no na ye kataso mumu aso na watwi ye atwa mu ye yi eno abemu a o abemu a ono so akwati obi beten ne ti wate obi beti afiri so ono so sa mo titire na wonim de o mo de ekoye the same sikaduro ya enti edie na society yaye ye na ya ma abrabo na koye se wa succeed we obi a wa bobra eye sikadodo a wo e na kire se wa bobra anasa sen na asɛmnete na kanya sa enfie dunson dunwotwe eba enfie duno eba wutimi hwe Christ anim aka se wode wo yonko akoda watwa ne ti o wa bi head no e de kɔ akɔye sikaduro every Saturday call footages no ebe start running na wa hwede ye ma no wo mo aye okay Peter de ato ho ahya ase running enema nkwada na frase ye ni bia eye ni to sem eye arehosem eye oyaw kese enhyen kran na ba ko enekra de san be ka akire eye kidnapping ono akwada mbobon nse no watimi akotwe no yonko akwada ede no akwakosie watwe obi de nasie ye boapa ena eye mojasam wo Facebook ne sunti ye boapa na nipa okodi nsamone no etire no ena hya polythene bag ma wo bi so kire mo no wakokum obi ba atwa ne ti watwa nipa kro ti di kwaji sikaduro ono wakokum obi ba atwa ne ti ade kwaji sikaduro na hwa abamu abi sabi bema bi ne nyanya mu a ono pentem anya ne ho a na ye nim guase sempi eyaro ho sempi ye ka esen kwada ne ye bone a ye mfa won enkyere de wo ye minor pa no ya mfa na nkyere amene wo ye adwen na abamu a we ya hwe nufu ba sukonoma a sabi mpedu asase society ye adwuma yie enkrofo amman a structures ye adwuma no waye adwuma wo ye obi a wanyini a wotimi ye adwuma kra no yetimi hwehwe wo sika a wanyamu aka se sika wo ye wonya ya ka wo ye a wotimu ene wakatua ene ekọ fie wo ye a wotim ene wakatua ene ekọ de wo ye efata wadwuma wo ye so akatua ananso so illegalities ana kana na bi ewom ye memu ha de ye ni structure bi asa ye ni structure bi etisenti obi a betimi afa kuntuna so akonya ne ho na bede na nipa kro ne kwa fa ne kuntuna so akonya ne ho a emeya desoa emfa emma oman no enipa a ewo sa akoda no a bone aba ne tirim no ne mpotamu emmemu ane mrantia a wone wo mo nam na tipenfo ebeye den na emeya ohaw obroni se bad influence emfa emma wo mo wenyina ye nsem a enipa ti no de asha polythene bag mu no na bottom bag ni bi mebo de edidi dwa no won say de o ma hu say polythene bag ni etuo mo osum se wiase esum no na nse nkrofo nye ni ye ya na bi emre eti bi na efrato eti bottom no ayanwene ne ma ni didi dwa no ayi ahane de nkata eno ana wakotwe obi beti eno de ekwakoye de wode ekwakoye eye mene wo mienu nyina sade se ye behwe na ye ye mma efrit bi atisemu eti na wie ye be ma okwan na ebenifo akiro madwen ye beto aso age animdifo adwenkyere de na asam ye bedru ho no be pese wo so din susu ye ba ade ani ye nyina ye betimi aye na ye de aboye mma no ho ban mene mienu so mamba se abatan ade ani ye betimi aye ade aboye mma ho ban wadaroma Nkomo a ye bedi nne no ye de mo na e hya ase ansa na ye ne embenifo nkaye a ya from aba studio aba bewie Nkomo no me ka se kire se ye boys correctional center no ye see no 1947 no basis abe ne capacity 250 nipa 250 pe 250 na 250 no kra na say eye correctional center enye bostal bio nsem kwada bone yi enedua fie bio no mpo no edam adomfo emaya ne de no kra de omonyon eti ebeye dan ne eba no enko boni mu ama na bra bonko kansinsin mu 0302 257900 257901 number simi enu so ubetimi afre afei ye ma line abeye voice note wadaroma voice note enye brief ye ho adwuma sesi anti we ye ne tententen ebe ha yen with the voice note ebe fa 055 300 2428 betimi asend an SMS ubetimi an voice note nso de aba 055 300 2428 na ya fa ho adwen se ye be ye den ye meye nya adwene mu foforo ye no ma jai bone no gaskiya
na ya
gaskiya ma hai
amen na what to say
erade adome ho ye na so e
na adome so ho ye pa
yeti
na nya ni hyamu no mo amu amu ya bo o my Ghana na sense sia we bai ana ya wakasem pa ye manage you can even omni ka yempani phone ehu employment card na efuta omono say out from what see na ba no kunyiska no ba o musa no sense no nya wai because ne ba no nyiska da so na hwe no enti mo musa enti akola ejuma ben e na wo ye na malam na okọ no ho no a o ka so ko beske do na malam na o man kwa se o kuku akola ka so ko peti na no ti malam ye den we beske do nja se ki se ni pani na ena akola so one say you podcast no te ka ni boya di esi e tika no ko so po di tika ni ta se unye ska wa hina ko paka na juma ben na wo ye ni ke tinya sa ben san ka ni na no ami aka tubika na se kwa mo ba de o puta no so be se wo mo o ja ko puta so be ji obi sika bi se ya na akola de 2.5 billion ke na akola juma ben no ye na se bo bi ye paju abotu si tenda kran ka sai ene wonya
meda se gaskiya de nie de gaskiya ka uka se si a boys me ka se ya ye ye no ani bre no kware se boys CB enketenkete o ma ye adwuma kan adwuma pa ebinom nkanka IT nim before no mo ye genuine business no wo butimi ye genuine adwuma so enya emusika enti yankwa ne say ni identify papa ne bone no afinu eho eni asem no about time be ye den o mine be ye den eni yi nkwada na fi sa haw no mu aquarium
no
ya eja o
whatever from to say
adom nko a me ho ye na so e
yankopon na adom yankopon sira hon ai
amen
o aketko ne do bia mi se won semade bana obula agi na meta solo ane da na mafro program do na na so no ogba mad na ki ma afre yankopon kan won wo gba pa wa ba wa my Ghana yada na masoma kama kade sisa yemebu na wa ba no no koye meyimi da menya na wa ba benya ka ma sisa wa my Ghana yanko yimo da me computer semi asisa wa be wa nko fu se be ma all the way yeduma na so da kwa bondo na wa dia da menya ma nta akwela mi wiade ma oda be de but mo bon aba yankopon kan yan so sen fi da ma na oro kwale won ai ba da sia ben kan wa
me so me da se aquarium de na yate wo se computer ne ka ho ye bisa so about time be ye den or mine be ye den society the only bo fi pam no so be ye den aperegu
yeah ma
yo ma
what is that
adomon ko
that was in suni juba pa mudi ba mentia kempon cappuccino ma I think the computer world na ye boom advantages also and then disadvantages also pie na kamia say disadvantages where you down the platform pie adeba ko american say mama for parenting you monitor kwala we need to monitor them well because akwala bi crap one yama o ye ne mama ne papa ni mo eso no akwala ya no ye it is one monitor ne hu hawa o si tu na mo e papa ni adia ebe hard you be VH now papa amrowa ana wakoje bibia ense so peye e community ye monitor mo pa yi
that the entire yebusa say ye hu so how ni nie ye be ye den dia ne ye betimi put it together ye de bete so apirigo free line so 0302257900257901 brighter jja ye pese ye fam course ni wie na afi yaba na yaba be hwe ensusu ye de be ba na ne se de be sia ya ebe yi efo dedi ahumana tiatum mo de be cheme meka mo Facebook comments ni sisi ama me fa course ne kakra madaroma meka Facebook comments ni sisi a na ya bo voice notes ni so dodo a betimi bia eja ni mo
Ida ya tese
adumo nko a o na wo
bako asima si wo
asima si da bi ene de oni ho
ne be bi obi ametia no
ojo so
ba to be fi na kura sia bre to na me ayaka
afra
on kami ma mo te kapra
ai
Ida ya o na ma je ya to ti hausa ba
ne nyina atiko
oh edi ya kam isumla ashe ya on ti ate
ai
ade de ne
atiko
Ida ya
yey
asema dia ba edi nyami chira nyami na be so da ye pa unu se mi ni obi ne ba to ka na papa na kasa na o ne ba no to ka
aya semo
papa na papa ni je da bu ya na ba de ne ba de na me ya me wo me to ka na wo to ka ene ni be ji e o no to ka na ne ba to ka ne ni be ji ba te bu so mo bu san ke o nya no he no de eno nya no o te je na eko ba na da juma ya wo papa na kasa mu no ha o do ba ko ji ana se wo ma me o do ba ko ji ana ni ni bi o do ba ko ji because we en we mu san ko si we mu san kwa nkro fa so a onya aka no nti awufo no na se se o mu strict e won kwala no so una wo no o fa ni nsi aduma o fa ni ko school bi ha enso da kem onya no ho una de so ye nya ma abai de da ni oni wa da ji o ni wuta wa awufo no na se se mo checking kwala no nmu abra o ti ahe ne se o ka se o ja ni sa dia ene wanga de mo kwa ya mo be chero ti de mi kan ya sa awufo na su di o mo na se o mo hwen kwala no o mo se o ma bra bo mi yi ma wo
Maxebe da se ya awofo no asudie se o mbe hwe nkwada no na o ma hwe won yie asudie ne yen fento hene left or right na ya kan so yen try say bit differentiate genuine hustler obi on ma no sabe enya zanya frakadam enya bone na woye bibi genuinely na ode bone bra but nkwada hwe ni sua no because say what pressure mom obani menza
mama
eja ma ha
yo
adomo nko a
mama ka prime the person awofo no first na me Jesus na me ko yebo afunya we betimi a as not to ya ka tell me mama so that na na so ni ko that's it ko ko na wo asara ko bo na ko ba na wo aye na wo ni ma because school is me so ya ni ya pa ko kasi meeting ba ta boni na wo mama ya wo na wo be fi na to wa ka ni ma no so ma ni school o ti boni aya ko ka ti na na ko ko ba ro ma ko ti na bo na me se ko ti na so it is a company o mo ya na mo o ti se sa po ya sa ma ti be bi en na no mo at one time ai o ni ko ti na ma yo o mo to hu ni na bo ti that's what we want now e fa di ni da mi bi ya bo ni ya na ya ni ma no da ni go
Miss Vedas openi mensa die nie. Ma me ko Facebook comment no eso kakra na ye nto aso emfiri ha sei. ewie me hu se me nua Alice ne ho kan ni Kelvin ehwe me free Canada me ma mo ha o mo de no said okay munya Andrew ma ha but me chia mo Daniel amo ase ye ne birthday ye ma otinkwa mo awoda pa Nicholas say ye ma adwo afrempom awoda pa you birthday for ni nyina me da mo ase me de mbesi ha nana ma gaze say o hwe free so hum Teresa say oh Janet say nyame hu ye mobo Asamoah say hwe nanim Felicia say Erade hu ye mobo Asabia say Erade hu ye mobo Yada ne adwuma ne nyina sa ma Erade ma ye gamshin o ma ya dwen Nana Magazi usu tie piece more post you Nana Kwame Mensa bonsu say yare hosem Charles Samuako say omya ha na asemone pa ma bna say Erade hu ye mobo akwa na woso okay Aminu Sule so here free Tripoli ono so na homete ma me ya de pa so here free Mountford ohunu de won ka biun ti wode esun emoji na aba Efo hello Efo
ya nana
Efo ma ha
ya nu ya nana
yo yetie o
yedi kan ma mi bo pa so ne aduma wo ya magana ya mi shita o se de mi ni an kan in pon high school ka jo bi an chiam nana ene asabuna wo di trasi e mi te pa se wo di asebu trasi e ka ho ase na yedi kan se nana o tapa o se computer ni di nya situasia computer no na bi de ni hu se ni suro ani ese di trasi na adi pa ko ebe magana ye be hu se ni ma sisa kakra ye finisu na akwala ye bonu usko ye bonu ba because na o di nya situasia since o mu kasi ye mbo kwala ba wo school eni da di sa sem we na ba because me ko school no wasira ni ko asori ye be tro di man de uko so ebe ko aba na adi ba ko ki nya san na fe fra na ya akora di wa na udi nya situasia sisi mbwana na pa de dini edi tuo mso mi mbwa mi ni hu ni se enu kwa de se kwala tibi ti se adi pa le kese fesi pa ye be tu dia poruwa adwa magi mauto na se se die obi abewo ni edi no di trade ba so adi pa blessing kese di mo mutu tu kwa mi tu ma mi jasi se u be fro pa adi pa na ede adi na won tu na di ti kwala ni na se abi no be banu edi no di trani su ni badi no edi ni kwa na me rasi di wo di trani temu jese mi tu ma mi jasi se di we ne ba afesu wala bia ya wo no bia na pa nu mi pa ka rofu jese o ka rofu no bia go sa kwala ni hey na come and sit down hey come on afi kwala no o ma stubborn oh ye be stress ye fa e ba ni kai local language na ye ka enu so betimi aboaye na nya fe na o do ni pa mu o pe so ye e na come and sit down. That mommy bini eba have tadi. He's going where? He's coming to sit down. Say, onu kasa brofu no ka fraje. And so person can no bia go say ni ba brofu no kwaka. He's going to come and sit Nana is sitting here.
Efo me da say efo so de eno no ye the calls no esi ha. Ye beba mo voice note so e konfifi hon me kan Facebook comment na Mama Bright akwaba na e free Nkomo no ase e wo ha say mama ya de pa e de na o de free man for the buy e no de su emoji ne buy ye na ma santo ase na ya de akoso ne de gise nyame bemu ya wo sanki the same e wo sa abatan e hu no o maso die e na mabunu na aba na ye sika ni brefo o mu pesika dodo eti abatan aso die ne so da na ekwadwo ba enso so de aba se e ya asam a ya if it's about any bebre womma edi bibi ebefia ye misa won baby a efiri oda asa ne ba ne dia ba onim so ni capacity ne kra wode aba etu onde wanya aba de kwan efa so ba ye no wonfa hu enkroma Isaac sinya akopon hira ye nsa no adwuma won hira won so Kelvin Alice medamo ase aperigu se o ma ya hahwe free zabunzo ngo afrempo dada Kogbe Josephine ese o me ya ha Janet for o say Jane o say o mama ha biomejo so o say problem no ha adwen pa na yemfa blame ne ma society nyina ye respect o mama ye our financial side no esne obia waka na ebu obi okuta position kese enti obia per respecter na ene se wunya sika na benya respect Pius abeka ese abatan ehunu wo mo manamfo omo check environment omo wom womo ne omo mani nkita ho communicate with the kids na womo emfa abrabopa na enkyerɛkyerɛ papa enhye nkwada no mu ebrebia Bright Asamwa wo the birthday na ba me se menya birthday biu odimafo nyame to we no se yakopon hu ye mbobo yo wo de kojo ba Daniels ne papa afri mu kojo kafra oba Jenny esa na ya amoni adwuma dase abusiambo comment ne kakra wo Facebook na makenkan free peace 104.3 FM ye ba studio abedi Nkomo ye bon Nkomo no ko ye nim kakra ye de mo voice note na mo de aba no ye ni nyina so ebeka ho aba eti voice note ne 055 300 2428 sa abata de ne betimi aye e de aboa ye mei efrise ya share structures kakra ye minim say ye hwensi ye enane abesa mo bam na mo so mo boa Nkomobo no na anya say ye one way communication there bi eti ena mo bam kakra no mo besa bam bi o mo voice note amabeba ma mema Bright akwaba na fe ye nto aso free ha onua ehyehyia
yes
na ne mamu te say
nyame adom
me hu say na ye better than last week
yes say the ahonde aba
ye de radiase
de nyame asem
Nkomo na ye die na ye ni nwie ye no se wa hu foforo na asaba no
every day bia nsam foforo ba no say no na job for be send them almost about 10 people send them video bia akora ketekete omoma no recite any sexual and yamani ade omodia two group ntina we many IT for no were trying to trace say TikTok nipa no yes TikTok ni ebetimi anya na until we are still working on it. When we get hold of him and as a head there we will handle the matter the way it's supposed to be handled. Time and sometimes I feel say you're making the environment so loose say obi fee say or that's or obetimi aya ni opebia and anyama no bi so ho you glorify no you glorify ade no se bio akora ya ade yefe na all of a sudden bia no ye nyina ye to go say akora de wa any without necessarily looking at the implications. There are a lot of examples made to me ama last week say akora bi cry as you know odi ne our day our let bia thinking say obia donate. Yes, from the emotional point of view no you can do that, but if you look at issues of rights, how it should even be done, it's totally different. But obia binti sometimes well cry technical I know you sit back and look at how things are unfolding. And you know bompa say or many nyan ye benyanti asie bi afan kwara ho na ya pe kwampa ye betimi da ye nyama be bonkora ho ban because sabio encourage me at the affair. There's a way that we have to go about it, and unfortunately, will respond. Responding with some kind of emotions. But we don't look at the implications. You see, there is something. Debia Mekase, once you are a child, and your status is raised to a certain level in terms of exposure. Whoever is in charge or whoever has contributed to raising that status must maintain that status. Anything less, nipana fomumra. So we take all these things for granted. You ubehuna obi without the consent of anybody. Now so a picture got to social media. As to the implications, nobody cares about it. Nia Korea chokra de akoto obi de akoto social media this anyama ni nyina bre no ne pepo mu a no but okwanya obefa so this publication beto okran e fa akora ho ntino you have to be very careful and ye won crofobin so asebe olmo de onya so omo de akora kitikiti bi picture beto anu ho ofe kakra na omo passe some comment bi fa akora no ho a sometimes I wonder say do they know the implications of the omo kanana. But sometimes that's say yes or memu hayana ye system no ain't taking them be serious into no. Some crofone bet me aka system and go scot free. But once you take it serious. Ube unsa samna okanya no. One can ye anka fasa kwa wiso na de kaya e betimi aboa. So these are little enyama ye ditia ankora mejidi say de how bre ankora.
Okay. Say ye ba de ya tia won. De ya expect ye free won ho. Ana de ya nye amfa ma wo maka miensa e na abom. Te say last week de ya e be ye celebrated with and ekra minimum so platforms ni bi so. Eno obi can say a celebration even though technicalities be fine to some extent. But say about the other side, bibia ekutia won fa hudia. Mejidi sem na na wo say shed that pet time. Na yetna senia keka niam ni bia against emofrane writer as a parent but when you need a money being so can I influence and then my phone beer or be pay the celebration aspect of life. And may a 18-year-old boy made cheap Ranger, your whole Range Rover say a car, walk on home use na a beer ya channel and a 250,000 Ghana cedis. Meet no more. I just say met my sock CD.
Yeah.
Obi share respect with me shot idea bia a chesa ma succeed to some of us mama can say top pressure top pressure ma social media. I don't buy into it probably because of sadie me singing ye and me focus me nya from the word go me who sat idea she bright and so see to she we fair. Bright to suit here, it ends there because I am media.
Yeah.
Now, and come and say, will suit here, Fenty Kiana can also mean yes, suit we say a bee. Some may quite baby been a map plan so me drew her say, a come me appear say, we say, or appear smart panty. May shot from Sir Angle West and come be similar. Now met me a looky good. Once a while, I say, even with a good reason. Any good source. But that is not what we are seeing.
Yeah.
Now, Yakumunipa. Last week, here can now go for tested so. And I can say, says, they see a fresh saint. Bryce would him say, there's a fresh saint.
I don't say,
Also, occultism, no gumwa hodwo. But say, ye. Yanya some societies ewo menyumu. Anya some TV stations and social media platforms are. One more extra how obi betimi join the spiritual world through yakofresent honhom so that the honhom no be empower yen. Na empowerment no amaye die ananso so yetimi commande bibi afrimo ne nyina eba. Maybe say you lose focus as a nipa your war culture na your war your destiny your way of life and I'm you who sad say ana.
I think the losing focus is part of the whole experience na yenyas is here and one of the things also me feel say contribute to this is within the parental space yeah, and also I lose kakra. Say Nkomo fi say once a wawu baby as one kasa wabra bosha wonsa. And there is no any direction. And also we can even classify it as the focus within the family unit, And we've lost that focus. Again, say never be say cause now if he say it will cause harm to Ankorana. The state must also structure itself in such a way say over rescue this kind of a year and for how Mrenkorano. If the state is also not doing that, then it means that we are all losing focus. That is the dangerous aspect of it. And as someone who can hear about saying because this is the first time we met it, but in the sense is as far back as 5 years ago, and yenya information say there's a recruitment going on in our secondary schools and our GHS schools for encourage to indoctrinate them on gayism and lesbianism. And there's a mass recruitment going on. Into ebedum pempens will be you have a majority of people who have one way or the other experiences it will become a very difficult fight because it is now part of the human society. Into who no this thing say yansheni and so from the moral point of view ye de mrabeba ye be ye ne pesi ye bia sebe nipa no emra no echiche no say emra no be sabe so nipa num say ohu say nipa no ade no ba say unhu ya emra no eni. But if you really want to deal with the moral conscience of Yankora, I say we have to build their minds up. And no where you can say that because there's a lot of things that are happening to Yankora. Say be only Ukraine. Say neba say ebiani recruit no say onko ebibi. Me those things na eba me hwa akora ne kind of boldness or the kasa. Na me hwa ni age. Ne bia. Then I suspect to say there's something telling akora say or a superhuman being. Obetimia aye bini ope bia kasa bia ebefina no bia ba no sa akukudro kasa no na nkora so ewa akukudro bia ososo a omudidi bone ne obeso de papa no so no or the bear papa into that space in it there very very important say yetimi regulate na de bia me kasa social media ya efi say obi na de bre no there's a whole policy on regulation. As a nyama bia ese anka mpenifo ene no omemu ha enkora still have access to those information inti akwese platform bia akwese street bia obi etimi faso highway bia obi etimi namso but elsewhere no omo recognize social media as a highway intino there are certain places akora no munim sa akora ntimi faso intino omo mano mfa emfa enkofa hokra
ye man opportunity no
ye man opportunity kwa no akwa ho
right on ebrebia aseme ya wo hawo ne saying na enkrofo de complain and politicians I say ya meka and I will continue to say it say ye as a nipa metimi aka say obi a wedi 40 and above no wo penso wo benya some morals be a training be enema bi wo hono mo a say parents nya ye ho adaji pii de but na values bi o ha
exactly
ye mtoto na se
exactly
eno na a hold yen ye e de kwani bia e ma yetimi identify say we a good way a bad and the parent ni adaji eti ne ba na at the mercy of the environment where the environment here means both the physical and then the digital environment me say on mind ba me nya adaji enhwa me ba menim say ke bia ban anase state ne de ehihye bia to kwam
exactly
e de bo me ba ho ban ye wo communication ministry ye wo gender ministry ye wo education ministry some ministry simi and sametimi aka say ye key to ye development and ye social cultural fiber of society. Communication ministry betimi decide say on the internet say any won't me enko irrespective of age because to me internet is very very important kwadane di sua de education ministry our the masses and kwadano a base ye develop content any direction na ye holistically they have the capacity to do it
exactly.
Gender ministry will come in and look at the rights and
the
other things of it. Say ya on my ma menewo ye begina politicians so aka che won say ye dem kwasam kwashamra especially MPs ema ye mane say eniema bia ye too open ye ntuatua ntokro ni bi ye nhwe ho ye as adults, parents, 18 and above, we decide who to rule. We don't look at Sanema and fire. By your money say we are yet, Yamaka by say, on my structures, on your jamaye, I can't say correctional friends center and the fund and 250 penno. And you only had 1 city sister persons more for the day for feeding.
Yeah.
Now one can saw about time no 1 city sister persons or the job.
Exactly.
And see, a buying a handicapped bus the resources. She says sika any a de euro near memoir. Basa ye share embra ye tia MPCK. Adie ye bibias ye decide say ye be force amana baswa ye be ye but open lead this ye baka so anti government.
I don't know, sometimes I am Emma fighting here kakra because my muhana who says open so lead a particular fight na ode that political betting be bata ho say kinsanya. That's the end of the whole because obia betimi a classify as such. Say ebia nipa way or ye way or belonging to this political party in our casa. Ebi okra the same nipa no or be classify as ebia and now the following day no based on your obekano or sabe classify as be into the emma discussion no and share danger but that notwithstanding also me feel say a game be a encophobia too many years was unbebo because of their own political interest. But I don't think say I see a transit Emma and Yama agency because this campaign of protecting Nkora is very, very crucial. Now ayana media debia mekase amano for a castle yakusuya right in this and few more no. O share the way a moderator or mama. And yeah, if you say you have all the values now, you bet me the boy and crowd was the because and they know the essence of technology and they know how or more exposing technology to their children and what information is needed at a particular time and at the particular age of Nkorano. So before Nkorano ba benyi no process or no go to all these processes into or using information on him how to use the information. But dear no dear. Sakorano says stage ben crano said no everything we've made it available to them. Inti enona sometimes very difficult. But we should also know say if as at now ayeti yankora umedi be 15 years are misusing the internet and as they are showing a certain character. No say in the next 40 years that is how the state is going to remain. Inti omo banner na see etimi so mase. Now you changing their perception and even changing those perception it will take you some time after about 10 years in the idea because omo yen they are teaching the younger ones because influence you can't influence it happens between Nkora faster than even between adult. Inti that person can easily transfer that information to Nadamfo. Nadamfo no be further information than an adult saying it. And if say I realize say the parents are not doing exactly what is expected of them. Now, because of the working environment, it is impossible for parents to do it. The state must have a framework to protect Yankora. Communication. Elsewhere, there are certain educational laptops to be crowd or it is purposely for Quran. There are certain information, even as a parent, you cannot download those information to on it for Quran because the Munim say Sakran access to that information they have limited and Nkomo bi who do on a certain gadget a kate ebi use vulgar words in Sanyamano. Ebe catch automatically because of one person corabede. Ebenya access to those information. The technology in the bio.
One share to say social media platforms. I hold on to say Instagram,
yes,
YouTube, YouTube crowd and Kwada policy. That why Becca say way a child friendly or not.
Exactly.
We ye baby now they will post you feel say a wow material. What post
they will block you.
They will block it.
They will block you. Oma can correct consistently for some time in a certain way. YouTube are blocking you because the say baby are there you are a suspect of a pedophile and I say oh you be a obey abusing kora into they will block that information. Into these are things that I see to me here because they were economy ne okwanya yankora have access to Google information of our laptops to say at Ghana ha. And nyama ebeba sabi the first that is what I've realized. Oko YouTube now all the Bogana shim now share the first trending event at Ebabisi. The first 5 or the first 10 trending event. Ebabisi sabi we the mistreka. Be 5 more sabi enkwa. But these are things that our children have access to. The last time I say, Nkora, they are very unique. Don't know be sending me video be a Korea or to a black sheriff and look at how the boy is exhibiting the lines on Okra. It is the same potential Akora no was say, oh, they are the power mumu anymore. It's the same way Akora be no. But because that is what we have exposed to Akora, that's what the child will make use of. I'm not saying he say Akora boy no numna otono. And no. But for us to expose it to the extent to say and no na yankora no betimi esuano.
What is even the orientation before?
Before, you know. Sanya many there's a lot of things that we can expose our children to. Ebeboa. Meko state bi or US. Now they encourage or they have a parliament. And no omudi training kora say they want to go into prestigious professions. It when the kids came there, obi eni wa wabona so. Obi eni wa dress basa. So I was asking team they say, why is it as some of Opanaka chairman say they know what they want to become in the future. Intino omo decide here no
and the don'ts almost started
ya. Inti onu so baba lawyer. Onu so ochina obenya kwana baba judge no. Enyema bi na tadi shemne ne kasa kra different. And on for and the way I don't know whether to say the words and I say whatever it is there. You hardly find such people on social media. And Korano, they don't give them access to, and they have oriented their minds. Say, look, now they two social media so no. Now they are 200 no. Don't forget to say Ochina.
Last week I was giving an example. Papaya Okonya appointment international appointment.
Exactly.
Odokrana and yes the truth.
Exactly.
Quarter. But quitting discharge. But one follow up say internet now publish it, you know. You publish the true state, no.
Exactly.
I'm gonna lose a bigger opportunity.
Exactly.
Right. Messages are for their baby. My main kind, my media, and son of my costro. Ata Dorothy, and Mrs. Mayno. And I was an anaya. Yenim such a trefo. Yehu how no padano. FAC. Ade potential hawa edi wanim wo mo hye suban na se na se wo ochechire ni wo ya wa dwen se wo beboa tenetena koda na you dare not touch the child. Parents bachelor say wo mo sweat so you dare not touch it. We say na baba your how dia maye enti
I think it's a wrong perception. It is a wrong perception. I say, say a foul video suma and say, there's no way or there's no law that says Sebe, Akoraya wunu or Memuha solely belongs to Nawofo. In fact, your law no, a divided responsibility towards Ankara at different levels. Sakore rescue them say Kinsai and Ne. The parents is to have authority over the child. Now that authority is in the hands of the teacher. And intina, and maybe or as a teacher, Nino, untimi nyentia unkora. But you see, sometimes now, then we are equating it to corporal punishment. Say, a teacher in Yakwa Mwakora and into no fee say, we're losing your authority.
There is more to punishment than corporal.
Exactly. And Americano, Sakuraya Bonnet. Now the state has prescribed the authorized means of discipline. Now teacher knows because I want to say you are totally wrong.
There is a situation. say world na ya ba bedu ene said the society yes ya open wo kwaye no woni kroyim na enkwada track yakobu teacher
and make us say sanya many is a wrong way of looking at things. Say me can be say who teacher ni say society community ni nyina etu omo ho ba say wa correct akora enti e ba beboa. That society, I don't know the kind of society that they are.
You see,
and yes, that is what I'm saying. It's a wrong notion. Bia, yediashi emusa intino. I empower society. Say once I don't sabe teacher, no don't sabe kankora, and I say you find yourself in a care home. Now I don't sabe kankora in the manner that the state has prescribed. Say sakuraya boni obeti me. Never be obeti me ayati akora no intino. I am emboldening society. I am emboldening parents. Say. It is not like that. It's supposed not to be so.
And America say, Obinti Obiba. First, no, me, environment, I mean, room. I am a dessert, many of our coming Alice, or Tiemi, or Canada. Environment, I mean, woman. And Yame ma me penetiame.
Exactly.
And Yame papa penetiame. And Nipa ne wo a fear, and you know, obiat mitian. A come de wa san obi atimi ma waduane di genuinely enti menyine ye no at least ano avoiding me horizon in terms of baby a menya advice guidance anyway every na say papa penimu bi osofo nchar ewie me chiao oba me inbox also need fitiam nkomo ye discuss if ye se me say ya no ba me inbox so sana ya say ni na unipa asumesi even though this is the principle monam so say and I walk at your for so many there please draw his attention to this too.
Yeah.
Right na yenyina yete ho myself including my team na ya dwunim pom ma so say this unipa no all ye eni but obia esansa onim ye values ye principles now no so nim de or instill ye in ye no onim say ye twinko nu akronti or draw ye attention
yeah
ye frɛ unipa ne kasa say bra aha true I say honestly he's around 28 to 30 years but na onim mpo say sadie we no enyesa because society is that corrupt to say the enye no abeye normal
exactly eno ni ade a ya allow amana abe take the center stage enkrofo fi say obetimi akani ope obetimi aye ni ope but they be make say one of the things that traditionally and now say in terms of practice values are ye dia hye ye mremu pa say akore bi eni wiase a or belonging to one person and I say oh yeah or ma many of papa there in fact o chicha akore mu a metimi aka say aban shares a o akore mu no 50% and na aban so ahye mra say akora eko oya de na ekoboni mu a ye okwa ye fa so editini akora no sabi enne yati hey na say awofo bi di akora bi ba studio ha the responsibility for the protection of akora no is no longer in the hands of the parent. It is in the hands of omo producers now omo manage program no o di akora ko playground na odi agro na awofo na dey ne buy all right but once akora na enter that environment no the care and protection of akora no is in the hands of omo manage playground no. It's the same as schools any care is caregiver institutions now no. So at a point the responsibility of parents ceases. The state takes over those responsibilities. Now state now investing that responsibility in the hands of those institutions. It is a bit onipa bi ni say 2 minutes say akora ako school na teacher ni correcting in the manner that the state prescribe. Na if you fear so about teacher no eyemra wa fom papa Nti de bia me ka say ye me kan si so say okore bi enni ho a ya wo no o mamu ha awofo betimi aka so no nko ane ba na akora ko school a akora no eye school ni dia sa akora ko playground a akora no sa environment ni say born ho ban but bi odi akora no be wura bia that environment must provide care and protection for akora no.
Bryce, second one, but number one, the agent I am which is a next week and your holiday into Beba.
Yeah, oh, Beba.
Number two, say number one, penny, number two. Yama obi a wealthy, obi a responsible, obi our respect our society. Ya quantify no into monetary gains. Me sankanya sa sabe mpredia sa obi ane ne nsono wo de ba asase so ebetimi abase Peter atiha a social media officer now we the next Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Ebetimi abase Peter ati aha na mom oye the next MVP Oba make it change with just a sentence, just a quote.
Exactly.
But say you be boo, you be respectful, you be hwa. I'm starting from the church. One more sikane influence, and it's enemy. Society places so much emphasis on monetary wealth than other forms of wealth. You're ending.
It's a very me who the way I mechano, but say I have somewhere sumpa na no enteki only say obe corrected and kora on that, but is I say ujina mirumu. Near image in no, that is what exactly you are. Inti yemfa is a society na babe mirror no. Inti whatever it is showing the mirror no, and no nankra no so be hu say na de na etie. And na sanya o kan no, o kwa sorry, o ko program bi, o ko party bia. Sebio omo a bibi wo mu nsem. And ye be fro say braha o show entertainment industry no kra. Those things pertain pure energy is purely business but it is also communicating a message to yankora no enne utimi driver na okwa na onkora no omuhu car airfare say eno muhu say oh nipa de waye yo ba ebia na nipa na otika no mukra no sebe car no ye de asoma no. So we are gradually building yankora in a such a way say Bibia will be a fibia, no, she can't beat me either. Ebe. Bibia fibia, that is how we have succeeded in building the minds of Yankora. Enti, Oshe and Yaman Kitty be a SCC Nansenya. Efa and Kora, Sebio, Obetia Kora will be 18 years, 15 years. Or Kwako Jessica Drew. In Sambia by a hokra a year in Koranibi. Or Mabwabo Mo say. Omo kwa jiske dro den omo ta obi a omu nya no aso ba
okoma pa onya bi
enti no jiske dro abema oba na hu so no so ayeden aye in order to be able to get whatever
because I say ma pesoko
enti there is a whole societal and yama ye build here me feel say we are damaging the conscience of Yankora to even think right about and Nyama ebetimi aboawo. Oshe most of Nkrofo asebio o maso CD o memua and the bia me kan say omo die hwemo kakra in a sense say we've not managed to expose and Nyama ne okwa mo fa so mutimi enya yedie no na Yankora no so sue hu say nipa ye wedu mpempenso yi okwan we no fa so dan say na me tie despite story me nkrofo pi ena nkrofo nso asabe omo wo sika e wo mamu ha dodo na nti omo nkan omo hihye ho but omo nso na afa kwan pa so dia den enye sika sebe anka omo matimi akosku edu akire ombenya kwan e expose you in the media ama nkora na hu se nipa we kwan we no fa so no ye den odidu mpempenso odi edu no
omo ne ba omo trendy
exactly that is the point because you are building sabe obi azabio ne trouser eda ne to ntem no omo na sabio ese yankora no hu se omo na yeye onya 1 million views bia yes o nipa we or trend ono na abaso se ono ho asem na ese yeka but enyaman yempenifo na faso etimi agye omo companies esi ho o hwe just one group o hwe honorable Kennedy Japan nyama waye ni mpenifo sabi when it come to business omaya anka betimi a tray yankora no kom mfaso embo omubra anka betimi aboa me ya shift the focus from say bia ye be equate bibia today sika say akorebia ura restaurant na auto ade or expect say na you or expect the audiences and be channel
hwe na say me
say kwa obi kwa don run say and bobeka so mi nyebi
ye ko kuma say me mbo restaurant ni din na ye ko tena say
na only one ko
sa me striker
okay
any ni lai me ba cho wanko bi
akosi anko bi okay
na ye betena say chese enye the routine or regular customer and a friend manager of the place I'm here you better say close to 10 minutes ni it seems girls see the change no one cares and I say I'm okay I'm customers no and sana wo frɛ bakwaba enti bakwa me busan sa wo me hu wo KNUST campus pen ho na wo tia na so ko school and I'm say a good so ko school na wo ye bibi e de a surviving no 3 year back forth not only that wo na wo baba no obia won a client I was serving one because wo you the highest bidder wo na wo kwa enya aduane keke na abedi wo be share university girl say answer and another guy o yaduma o say omo te omo memo omo twen omo adwuma ne de the avenue for them to meet men eti sika wo beto wodiane adie ami etua ne kanya wakatua na ede akatua fia na adwuma rade ma ne ntino te ho what ho aye body business
okay, yeah.
This is a society we find ourselves in now
because be the bia make say enie niema pi wo ho a mewo a sabi o enye sika na me de toy enye sika na me de toy eye sika na de toy but say me anga me nyi sika nka say me de kwakoto but because of the way obia building the credibility and niema bi wo ho a it come easily to you those are the things that SEMA yankora no na sa university ne SHS in Yamani, you can't see a come once a month.
Over university, you can now call. Bright no Musonia Nasemra, Yabasisia.
Peace FM. Said you bet me a check in a farmer APC in Sunti, and why yen Sakuma.
Uti Paiwa, fucking a farmer, Akuma APC.
Kaka Hawa,
Akuma APC.
Sisiarie, what person no pemuna ya? Fever, and now one ya.
Emubia, Kina farmer, Akuma APC, Ebeye Friho. Nemum nanuachi na enkwoi dia kuhu doctor kina farmer akuma APC eyema obia ya wadi emfiedunsia 16 years dekro
kachi efiura
me ba wono yire ho
enaso biem
efia ambutie bosome me ma mutua rent sei
efiura 40 Ghana cedis
efia de kro mu batua 80 Ghana cedis
sani se wuti
mabusabi efiura metia bitimi betete mompoma mu ho ehu de ekoso nyina na this way chocolate drink dada abai semune mama etwa no mu ani da ban na wo kra obetitu wotumi aka sa bi efiura fa osu ohebra eme ye ntwa bi kwama no mu da
eje efiura sa de wo duobo efiura fa de wo tu yani efiura fa de wo tete yani this way chocolate drink fufufu yi nso a egudwomi ye tenant fo ne yesa akoto betwa team no madan
efiewura wutuani o wutuani ya brew adan
na this what chocolate drink no sugar enum dada
sugar wom
enya no aso anya nsuo hye
ane de wo hia ani so hye
na anopa bia me hye so hyegu kapom de befa manim ho ehwe se bia mo ba fra me ate this what sachet ba kompo egu mo atwati amama no no mo bi da
efiewura sa de ye nye
efiewura beni fufu valanda so a wodi buwe ye yesa ya umuna wodi kutukum ye koto this way chocolate drink nso so a efiewura ye nya odebio
sir we shall see
achi yan yabre
ye beko
FDA aji ejwedie nkratoi atum
Peace FM.
Sia ye hu ne wiase na eku Ghana hase obi nye adwuma ohun bebi ku ofi omo se bibi da iPhone 12 no kita akola kitwa omo bo no bo kire wa se etini akola kitwa ni nye wa iPhone 12 opeso onye bi sese o hwe radio utie radio na o hwe TV a omo nyina na mama san kolei san manuma omo influence wona san ma we abaya kakra de ba 5 years to come ni die eni die eni eja wai ebe sin kra because omo form na ensu form pa dia nana dia oni nyamen to as bye
bacho your friend Konadu kasofi adenta mi so me yakoya ba stars ankora ni bi yen die nje ise mi ye adwuma ba flebe eso eni odinam die na mebo na mnyamsika ba one thing say a confirm no mo social media no mo haju o say o man pay show we be fan so be you mo social media and so kan na ma ankora no o mo yes adie timi de na no to mo fo ni say o mo pay adwuma e no mo je sika ni boom and on the boy
ana ya le na ha ba etiweja na masema America ne se ankwala ya amasise sika ni brene sane ma we nyina ba enye bibia eye Ghana ye mpanifo na di animu na ena ye saade no yenti omo ye saade se ono na wanya dwapa na wo ye no deska on fa mo bia wo de jin kwala nketenkete wo de din mai wan nketenkete achi ana wo de ye
Adamase aliba jumedia so amaha aliba Peace FM jumedia midi so mise na kupona dum hoya bacho menso so me hoya me kasafi enkransa akumisa domase enkransa akumisa domase de misisi se betuma yama ebeboa yene yemai ene abusia sedebe ye de Asomdwee beba ne se sama frana ye chiwo mu etena ye nchen na ye kyerɛkyerɛ nkola no kwan a nipa esa wo fa so ansana wanya sika na asina kyerɛ kwan a wo fa so wanya sika nso ede o hawo ne ma ne be den bebro na ye hwese ye de man so bi wura Kristo sumie na be kyerɛ man kwan a ye fa so ebom paye na ya kyerɛ mo kyerɛ se mu sa kyerɛ mo kra kyerɛ se esa wo ye adwuma ansana wa den wadidi
afternoon nana I'm say Asomdwee abododwe sorry your friend say wa Pacific Nsawom New Road Asomdwee abododwe Asomdwee utumi say wanwa na uka baby masa mo start no say emre twato no say ya na nkwala nbe ye na onu na nso bayi ni die frimu na say onu nya bayi ni die frimu na nya me na nim say nya me na be free soro abayi ni die frimu be mu obefa awofo say etu ye wusi ho say awofo pa say be kyerɛkyerɛ ye mma no ni mapa ni dum be kwa sorry enya sorry keke say we say akwa no embu teachings ni nyina bebre ti awofo uwo mu ni ye omu ye ofia.
Hello Nanaya, good afternoon. Referring Nana Boatim Casafa Sante Bequai. Anaya, the Yasne Connedia, Intimates on HBO. Sorry, as your computer web, and so young granny. You see, a Ghana hankra will be a pursue iPhone and born so enough. Into any business and a young con will be a dinner says so. The reason connected discipline in Ghana, or mining discipline, and if near got a discipline, ma, and yes, sir.
I was a former dam say, my gentleman kakra and a mabui. Ye wrap it up in there, ye best out to us so. If you say, I am no mere ring in our studio say, ye be my society, I had there, am I in? Onia, ye pause and there. Ye pause and there. Na ya back, nyame ya domwa next week, you know. A dear now the beja about time. If you say, 2 minutes kita won see to make or unmake a mofrano. Ni pose, ni twaso nyame ya doma next week.
Yeah, but a foot to the mama of one say a sense when say na baby a korako do abrabo bia ache bia no nia obetimi akorete za sanche aye no eya wofo enti mesrese na yemfa enkomodie enhye ase se yenkora bafia yenya mre ye no montanzi ni omu ona ye ni omu ni nkomo yebehu omo ha no na yetimi afa kwampa bi so e de atete yenkora na ama yenkora no ama wo mo so ehu se abrabo no mo bo no ese omo bo no e wo kwan bi so a e de mfa so bebre omo na e de mfa so bebre oman no enti mesre pa se yen hyasie emfio na onkora no so befia fidi omukura sebe oba akora onum sebe awofo kora entimi nto iPhone na wo akora ketikiti kura iPhone na is a cause for a parent to question how akora no fa so dinya iPhone sebe obi na toma na awofo ehu se obi na toma no sanya mani nyina nkitinkiti nyina betimi aboa ama sebe yankora no omo de we omu hu ade sifa no etimi aboa ho na se yegya omo saade a megidi se enche bia society and about be play that parental role in the lives of yankora no entino awofo yenteki ye position na yentimi enka nyama ebetimi aboa yankora no ama omo abrabo no esi omuye
right ewie yedase
nzumi na wase
abza for ye nia bright apia ne ye ne beto ankomo ne so ye nyina ya sudie ye be fa ne kakra kosi se ye ne be bia ho so na afei ye be hunu ba bia ye be fa free until say ye benya the requisite skills ye de beboa ye ma na yi wo mafiro how ene amanem ne de ate child crime so no ye nwie sa discussions yi bedasi so atimasi bedasi pi yada kana pharmacy APC etimi oya opa nganka ne stubborn ones no ya wa this way chocolate drink do here ni so share besraw follow yen social activist no opa follow yen na yen nyina together kakra weka edinim dia kakraba na wedi nim dia kakraba na wedi kakraba na dia shape society bedawase so atiase sa obetimi follow me Talk Life GH our Instagram any Facebook nyina Talk Life GH our Instagram any Facebook na yen twerk ana yen trendy but ye can't dada brabo esua brabo mu ade Talk Life GH our both Instagram any Facebook akosia sapon ma me bia makwa for Peter Square Michael Jerson Mane Arafat Pretty Joyce won a shisha dwumadi ma me bedi ho chia me bedin nana ya Konadu me sorry akela abobonu odi anka kwa me yebo na eba kai say Tahila beyond the veil experience no a weekend you can't afford to miss it makramo